yesterday I finished up modifying the upper control arm adjuster sleeve, the rearward facing one, so I could get all the correct rough alignments on the upper control arm. That was fun. Uh, though there was lots of sawing with a hacksaw and grinding and things like that. But everything's to spec to where we can sort of finish this little part of the process. So, yeah, and that's mounting the spindles to the control arms. The trick here is that the Roadster is a front steer, meaning the steering arm length goes to the points towards the front of the vehicle, and the power steering rack, in my case power steering rack, connects to the front of the link and then moves the whole thing like that. So that's what we're going to do today, is install these. Actually, I think it probably goes like that, since this is where the steering link connects to. But the trick here is that these are labeled. I don't know if you can see that, but this says DSS and this says PSS, which, if you're following along or know anything about cars, that means driver's side and passenger side. But on the roads, these are a piece that FFR makes, and they're also meant to go on the rear steer car, the hot rod, which is a rear steer. So these, I guess, were originally made for that, and the one that is labeled DSS, which you would think would mean, would you be correct to assume that it means driver's side, this one goes on the passenger side. So it's just a little bit of knowledge to get things started. And they want you to put this onto the lower spindle first, and then attach all the other stuff to it.
I don't know.
So I'm guessing that goes like that, right? Or it might go like that. So we'll have to see when we get there. So first step is to pop the spindles on, and then put the countersink and the bolt on, and we go from there.
Do you like what? So big. Okay. Finger. Just gonna wipe off some of these tab in the middle. That's good.
Shaving. So yeah. So this is PSS, which means it needs to go on the driver's side.
Oh, this is.
And it says to put this on with the chamfered part down, and then pop the bolt. This is going to need to be torqued, but we'll have the proper socket for this. It feels like a 15/16. So I'm going to have to go get a socket for that. I don't know, maybe they think how they think I can get a hook wrench in there. Maybe with a U-joint.
I'm glad.
Anyways.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I've got to tell you about the fabulous, most groovy bell bottoms. Bell bottoms. Yeah! Bell bottoms. Bell bottoms. Bell bottoms. Bell bottoms.
Whoa, popping on the wheel hubs. Perfect. Doesn't even require a few taps like the other side. I don't quite have a bolt big enough for this or a socket yet, so I'll need to get that going.